I love going out to eat, and my favorite restaurant locally is Papa Pavlo's. And Dean and I love to go there. And you know what I love about Papa Pavlo's? Like other restaurants too, where when you go sit down, you know what they bring you like right away? A basket of bread. And I like this place because they bring like this real warm pita bread. And it's warm. And then they have this little dish, and you've got the olive oil, and you got the balsamic vinegar, and you kind of mix it. And it's so good. It's so good. And you eat one piece and then another, and then it's just so good. And you know what's great? Is when the basket is empty, you know what they do? They bring you another one. You don't even have to ask them. And I love that place because their portions are really big, like for the meal. And so I come in hungry. Like if I know I'm going there, I come in hungry. And this has happened more than once. I hate to admit it. But I've eaten so many baskets of bread, that when they bring me my beautiful chicken pomodoro with all the pine nuts and the seasoning, I look at that and I go, oh, I'm not really very hungry. I don't think I can eat that. I filled up on the wrong thing. I had an appetite. I wanted to fill it. I filled up on the wrong thing. And this is what I'm afraid of in this day and age. And this is my concern for us, Horizon, that we're going to go through this next year filling up on the wrong thing. Oh, we're hungry. I know we're a hungry people. We want God. We want more of Him. But if we're not careful, we're going to fill up on the wrong thing. And that's what I'm afraid of for many Christians today. What am I talking about? What's that look like? I'm not talking about denouncing God. Like we would never do that. But what we will do is we'll go through the week and we'll read our Bible if we can fit it into our schedule. Well, we'll go to church if it's convenient this weekend. Well, I'll pray this week, but I'm pretty much just asking God for things. And what it comes down to is we're filling up on the wrong stuff. We're filling up our schedule. We're filling up our calendar. We're doing important things. But we're filling up on the wrong thing. And so here's a question I want to ask you. When are you prioritizing your relationship with Jesus? Church, I'm trying to challenge us. See, I don't want us just to be a casual Christian. I don't want us to just kind of cruise along. I want each and every one of us to be a fully devoted disciple of Jesus Christ. Because that's when your life is going to completely change. If you've been one foot in the church, one foot doing your own thing, that gets tiresome trying to balance that. And so at some point you need to say, I'm going to make Jesus a priority. So when are you prioritizing Him? What are you hungry for? Here's another question. What are you consuming? Because each and every one of us are consuming stuff all day, every day. We're consuming, right? You just turn to the news. You hear about it all the time. We're consuming more in this day and age than we've ever consumed ever. This thing right here has everything on it. And some of us are consuming nothing but this. And we say, okay, well, I'm gonna prioritize Jesus. I'm going to sit down with Him. And so we start and we're like, okay, I'll open up the Bible, and then, but man, TikTok's just so much more interesting. Or Instagram, or whatever, or the news. I really need to catch the news. Oh, that game. I need to, my team's playing. And see, we have an appetite, but we filled it up with the wrong thing. And if we don't start first and foremost with Jesus, then we're consuming the wrong thing. Matthew 5:6, Jesus Himself said, "Blessed are you when you hunger and thirst for righteousness, because you will be filled." What are you hungry for today, church? What are you getting filled up with week by week? Jesus is the true bread.